Hello guys, welcome to my channel. This is Innocent Messi. I'm a fashion designer and I am obsessed about Zimbabwe. I think it was a week ago I posted a video about this man who was talking about Rhodesia and saying how Rhodesia was a better time than what Zimbabwe it is now, and I gave my opinion, and a lot of other people, many of you, gave your opinions, which is just fine. We're here to share opinions. But there was one comment in particular that really shocked me, and the reason why it shocked me is because that comment was personal. So I have the comment here with me now. I'm just going to read it to you guys. You judge the man too harshly but silent on the role of Zimbabwean government that contributed to him saying what he says. Okay. First time I come across your channel, but you have a British accent. This is where I get personal. You have a British accent, therefore I can also conclude, he's very sure of himself, therefore I can also conclude you are a privileged Pan-Africanist, maybe with parent in ZANU-PF. What is ZANU-PF? Please, if you know what that means, please tell me in the comment. Maybe with parent, in ZANU-PF, and clearly out of touch with what is really going on in your home country. Wow. I mean, this is what social media is. If you come on social media, you're gonna get people with their opinion, which is absolutely fine, but also you get people who judge you without knowing your background and who you really are. So today I decided to talk to you about who I am. My name is Innocent Messi. I'm a fashion designer. I am originally from DRC Congo. I also have origin from Cameroon on my mother's side. So my father is from Congo and my mom is from Cameroon. In 2006, my mom died of breast cancer. And the year after, in 2007, my father, he was a doctor, he got killed. So shortly after he got killed, I was sent away by an organization as a child refugee in the UK for my own protection. In 2007, I arrived in the UK, age 14, with no English whatsoever. I only spoke French. I was placed into a family and I was assessed monthly by the Home Office because I had to go into a process to get my remain to live in the United Kingdom. I was sent to school. I started in year 10, so I had to really learn the language really fast and be ready for the exam because they do exams in year 11. So I had to get ready for my GCSE in year 11. I went through counseling. The school offers counseling for me. I was pretty much one of the only black girls in the school, so it was a very big culture shock. I was in a very good school. It was a Catholic school and I was welcome and everybody was pretty much really nice to me, which is not usually the case. Like, a lot of people have different experience, but I was really lucky. I studied really hard. I learned the language. Within 3 months, I was pretty much fluent in English. When my GCSE result arrived, I passed with good grade. To go to college, you need at least 5 GCSEs, and I had 6 GCSEs with grade between A stars and C. After school, I then went to college, and I always had a passion for fashion, so I went and designed fashion design in college. I graduated from college with a BTech national diploma. I don't know if anyone had that. It's called a BTech national diploma in fashion design, and I had triple distinction. After I had my triple distinction, my great result, it was time to apply for university. I was so scared. I had 2 universities in mind. I had LCF and I had St. Martin, which are the 2 top fashion design university in in the UK, and everybody was telling me, you're not going to go through, you're not going to get through, it's really hard, it's really hard. But I believe in myself, and I really truly believe that God is with me. If God has managed to bring me this far, I think I have the chance, like everybody else, to get into one of those universities, because you have to go to an interview and you bring your fashion portfolio, because in fashion university it's not necessarily your grade. They don't look at grade, they look at your work and what you're capable of doing, your creativity. So when you apply for university, for a fashion university, you go for a first part, which is the interview part, and you have to bring your portfolio, so things that you've made, your drawings and everything, research and portfolio. After I went for my interview, thank God, on that day, on the same day, they tell you if you went through or you did not, if there's something that you have to improve. And thankfully that day, I think there was like 100 of us, they only took 7, and I was one of the 7. Can you believe it? I focused on my study. I knew what I wanted. I always wanted to be a fashion designer, and I knew that this was my way of like redeeming myself from the atrocity that happened to me in my country and make something out of myself. In 2014, I graduated from uni, but before that, I started in 2011. 2011, I can't remember the date now, but I got pregnant on my first year by your Zimbabwean brother. I had to take a year out to have the baby, and I went straight back for my study after 1 year. After I graduated from university, I then decided that I wanted to find a job in the fashion industry, just like everybody else. So many students graduated. We are looking for a job in the same industry, which wasn't something easy. After months and months of being an intern and working free for a fashion brand, because they're very good at doing that, they will take you work for free for 6 months, and then with no guarantee of you getting a job at the end. But I do appreciate that I did those internships, because it helped me gain experience. But as a mom, I had to provide for my child, and my boyfriend at the time also was a student, so we had to find a way to provide for our baby. So I decided that I need to get a proper job, but also getting a proper job meant that I had to find fundings to pay for childcare, and childcare here in the UK is really, really expensive. So what I decided was that I was going to start my own fashion label, and with little savings that I had, I started my fashion brand with like £500 that I saved in my bank account. I went through the process of research, design development. I wanted to like have a brand that's standard, that is different from other African brand, who doesn't just use the African print and never use the African print in my collection. So I wanted my fashion brand to stand out and be different. Today I'm wearing Innocent Messy, as you can see. If you go on my website, you will see, I will put the link on there, and you can go and visit my website and see what I do. To differentiate myself from others, I create this technique that inspired by African braid, you can see, and I find a way to incorporate it on clothing. Different people have a different way of interpreting. Some people say it looks like chain, some people it looks like braid, but I like that differentiation. But it's something that I've developed, and it has become a signature design on all my collections. In 2016, I launched Innocent Messy, and that was the beginning of my journey. I started posting on social media. I will make custom made clothing for friends and family. I will do alterations, and people will order my pieces on my website. After launching my brand, I started getting noticed on social media, and one day I received an email by Angela Simmons, stylist in the state, and she was in the United Kingdom, and she invited me to she arranged a meeting for me to meet her in London, which I did. I went to see her, and then she told me how proud and how amazed she was of my collection, and she really wanted me to give her some of my collection, my pieces, so she can go and dress Angela Simmons in the US. I was a little bit hesitant because I didn't know. She was originally from Nigeria, and she was very, very lovely, and she reassured me that she will not just run away with my clothes, because it was like my only pieces. I wasn't making like big bunch. I was only make one piece at the time, and people will and it was made to order. She put one of my coat on Angela Simmons, and before you know it, I had Erykah Badu, I had Kelly Rowland, I had Angela Simmons' sister Vanessa Simmons, I had many other. I was published in Vogue magazine, and I was in a lot of other magazines. Oh, let's name it. Yeah. And this is how, from nowhere, a little girl in Africa from Congo who came as a child refugee in the United Kingdom made it into the fashion business with no parent, with no money, with just her talent and her strong belief that she could achieve anything she liked. So for this person who left a comment and said I come from a place of privilege, I'm not. I am well aware of what is happening in Africa, in my country and all African countries, but as an African girl, as a child of Africa, as a girl who was born in the land of my ancestor, I will not stand and allow someone to tell me that I come from a privilege, because I love my continent with all my heart. So to you, I tell you, sorry for being emotional. So after being here for almost like 17 years, 16 years, I can't count anymore, I'm very grateful for what the UK has done to me. It has opened my eyes and realized how amazing Africa is, and to realize how great we have it. And there's no place like home. I believe that for Africa to be great, it has to be done by Africa, by African themselves. The system here is a trap. Yes, you get free healthcare. You cannot sleep without any food. You can go to a food bank and get food, but at the same time, you cannot create wealth for you and your family, because all you do is work and pay your bills, and at the end of the month you find yourself with pretty much little money to even live on or develop any kind of like opportunity for yourself, for your future, for your children and your grandchildren. And this is the reason why, after staying here for a very long time, I realized that Africa is a blank canvas, and that needs developing, and that needs a lot. It comes with challenges. I'm prepared for the challenges. I visit Cameroon a couple of times. I went to Zimbabwe, and I know the reality is there. I know what's going on there. I'm aware of the corruptions and everything that's happening, but that should not stop us from going back. Other people, other nationalities are making it there. They're not magicians. They're not, gods. If they can do it, we can also do it. And by the time we wake up and realize, it will be too late. Other people would have already taken over and got far. To the person who left this comment, I'm not mad at you. In the future, before you judge anyone, you need to ask them what is their motivation, who are they. You can ask me any question and I will tell you. I have nothing against from people who come from privileged background. I'm not one of them, and I work really hard to be where I am today, and I'm really proud. And I believe that my future is in Africa, and one of the countries that I chose to realize my dream and my opportunities is Zimbabwe. And no one is going to stop me from doing that, because I'm a child of Africa. I love Africa. I consider myself as an African. I'm not just a Cameroonian or Congolese or have had children or Zimbabwe. I am African. That's all I have to say. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe, and also click on the notification button so you're aware of when I post new videos. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate everyone that send love and leave beautiful comments and support on my channel. I really appreciate you guys. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée et à la prochaine. Au revoir.